What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, on the WS channel yesterday, well, it's actually today, but I'm filming it tonight for tomorrow. On the WS channel, I did a reaction to this video. This is the man. Andrew Wilson is the man who demolished Wes Watson. I'm going to try to put the link either on the screen or in the description, one way or the other, to the video. I want you guys to watch the first video. This is hilarious to me. Truly is. The comments, I mean. So, I reacted to this video. I skipped the irrelevant parts and went to what Andrew Wilson had to say. And people were in the comments. One person was like, "Oh yeah, you skipped and you made him look horrible. You made him look the worst." I didn't. I skipped ahead. I didn't put words in his mouth. And then I watched the whole video. After I put the video out, I watched the entire video because I'm a fair dude. I'm always fair. And I said, let me go ahead and watch the whole thing. It's 13 minutes long, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and do this with you guys. And then I even wrote down right here, because I had planned before I saw the comments. I said, you know what? I'll probably do a reaction. Once I saw the comments, I was like, oh, definitely have to do a reaction, right? And I wrote right here, start at the 4-minute mark. No way. The Karens are going to get me. The Karens in the comments. I'm going to start right at the beginning, and we're going to go through all the irrelevant bull that means nothing to get to the meat, right? And so my question was, is Andrew Wilson a bully? He was the bully killer, the beast slayer, the dragon slayer on Fresh and Fit. I applauded this dude and what he did and how he was able to, by not even directing his definition of success, by him only saying what his personal opinion is, his personal belief in what success means to him, completely just threw Wes Watson into the hissiest of hissy fits. And then Wes tried to stand up. Andrew Wilson is very, very intelligent. I said that in the other video, and I'm going to say it now. He's a very intelligent man. He's a Christian man. I identify as a Christian myself. I always tell people I'm a Christian, but I'm nobody else's version of a Christian. Don't put your expectations on me. Keep yours on yourself and let your relationship with God be personal as it should be. That said, like I said, I'm not going to skip it. We're going to go through this, the stuff that's irrelevant. We're going to have to go through it because the Karens in the comments are going to be so bent out of shape if I don't do this right. So let's get to it. Let's see if I'm wrong on what I said the first video. And like I said, I'm going to put the link to that video. I've said that I felt he is an intellectual bully. I think he is. And let's just get to the video. This is fun.
I want him out. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with your shit, false allegations. You both fucking suck. Your stories are. And by the way,
I thought you could calm down.
What happened here?
Now you
there you go. So this is the beginning. This is what will be coming up. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at, there's 8 people up there, and with all the pronouns and all this stuff, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Are they all women? I don't know. I believe one may not be. I don't know. And then we have the gentleman over here with the whatever shirt on. He is the host. And so we know for a fact that all the stuff that he just said is directed at a or at some of the women on the panel.
Taking your mask off.
Oh, at 5640, you said you realize that having sex doesn't mean you're not traditional. You still hold the same traditional beliefs the man should provide. It doesn't make me not a Christian. I still believe in God. That's what you said, Noel, at the 5640 mark. And this is in reference to the fact that you hooked up with Fresh, pretty quickly. But I did want to offer a little pushback there. I would argue that having casual sex doesn't really fall into being like a traditional Christian woman.
I agree.
Well, everybody sins. Everybody, even the best of Christians, they still do things that, they're not necessarily
okay, but let me ask you a
supposed
question.
to.
Let me ask you a question. So let's say you met would you be willing to wait until marriage?
Last time we talked about this, that ship has sailed. I would be.
No, but what I'm saying is, let's say you met a fantastic, good value Christian man, and he wanted to wait until marriage. Would you be open to that?
Absolutely, but the issue is finding one that will wait till marriage, and those are almost non-existent.
Sure, but do you think it would be a hard sale to that kind of guy who has those kind of values to learn that you got flown out by top dog podcaster, you had sex with him you stepped through his door, you guys basically got right down to business?
So what they're talking about is this chick right here, allegedly hooked up with the guy Fresh from Fresh and Fit. This is a whole new world. I don't know anything about, but we have to go through it. Or the Karens in the comments. So Fresh engaged this woman in texts or phone calls or whatever, however they communicated, whether it was fucking sign language or whatever. Fresh chose to engage this woman. Okay. And they both decided, hey, it'd be a good idea to come on out here, and Fresh flew her out there. That was just said here, and nobody's disputing it. Fresh said, I'm gonna fly you out, and we're gonna do what we do. And she was down, and he was down. So let's make sure we're following along.
But they were talking for a while.
Yeah, we were already talking before I came out there for a couple weeks.
And he also made her feel like he wanted to make her as a girlfriend.
Now, I will say, and this is the thing, we're going to get into it. What I had to say was in the first video, was in regards to what came out of Andrew's mouth, not whether or not these women were right or wrong. That was, in no way did I talk about that at all. But yet people made assumptions. Oh, Dubs, these women this and these women that, and they did this and they did that. And we're going to get to it. All I was speaking about was I had a thought of who Andrew was when I saw Fresh and Fit. Family values. Morals based on his Christian beliefs. And I was surprised to see him use the words that he's going to use here. And we're going to get to that. We're going to walk all the way through it for you guys.
I actually don't, look, me personally, I'm not a big fan of waiting. but if you're going to hold yourself out as this traditional Christian woman, and then it's you got flown out, that's
the first time I've ever been flown out, and I've only had sex inside relationships.
That's not bad. It's because they're in a long distance. The only way she could do is fly out to see him.
Okay.
Let me explain. I've only had sex inside relationships. I don't go having one night stands or hooking up with people. It's not a new guy every week. I find someone to commit to, and then yes, we have sex. But
let me ask you a question. So when you were on our show, you had just gotten out of a relationship, if I recall. You were on our show in November of 2023?
I think it was October.
November, whatever. You'd broken up with him. I assume it was a sexual relationship. Mm-hmm. In December, you had a sexual relationship with Fresh.
Yes.
And then you said that you broke up 2 months ago and you were again in a sexual relationship.
Yeah, I started dating someone.
So, I mean, okay, this woman has a lot of relationships. She rebounds pretty damn fast. I'm not too sure why, and I'm reacting to the video that I saw. This was the video I reacted to the first time. You said watch the whole video. That's what I'm reacting to. I don't know why it keeps being thrown at her. You know, did she say that she was a Christian woman? Christians are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Is she trying to seem as though maybe she's a whole lot more wholesome? I think most people try to do that. Especially people that don't know who they are and are not confident in their own skin. But let's keep going.
In January.
Oh, and I do want to say, as far as the woman in purple, she does give off the vibe of kind of like the handler. She's talking too much for the blonde, for my liking. But we're gonna keep getting into the video. Andrew hasn't done his thing, but when he does, we're gonna get back to the meat and potatoes.
And then by February, he proposed to me.
And were there any other sexual relationships at all?
No.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's just I'm a little confused here about the whole being traditional.
Well,
thing.
I'm not drinking. I don't do drugs. I don't go out clubbing. I'm not shaking my ass on dudes. Like, I'm very reserved.
But you did get flown out.
But why is she explaining it? She got flown out because she wanted to do whatever she wanted to do. Why did Fresh fly her out? Fresh should be on here. We're gonna get to this, but Fresh knew what he was gonna do. He's gonna bang it out. She knew what she was gonna do. She was gonna get banged out. But why isn't Fresh there? I don't want to talk about his religion. He's not there, but he's spoken about how he needs to get back right with his faith. But anyways.
And smashed.
It's not a weekly
she didn't
normal
get
thing.
Thrown out. She just went
Yes,
to
she
see
did.
someone she's into.
It was a fly out.
That's
It
not.
was a bit of a fly out. Just a little bit of a fly out.
He played it
It's okay.
off.
I don't object to
It's
the
not like they just
I'm
met
fine.
first day.
I've
They were
done fly-
talking for a
I've
month.
done the fly- huh?
They were talking each other for a month. They would video call each other for a month.
I mean,
they actually had connections. That's why she flew out.
He played it off like he was trying to pursue me. And like I said in the last one, I'm very transparent when I start talking to a guy. I tell them, look, I'm only interested in marriage and having children. So if he's going to lie and deceive, that's not on me.
Right. Come on. See, this is the part I don't agree with. I never said anything about whether the women were lying or not in the first video. I only spoke about the way Andrew spoke to the women.
That's his problem.
Okay.
I am a fool to believe him. That's on me.
And I do want to point out, you said you'd been following their podcast for a while. Mm-hmm.
Did you think that flying out to Miami and staying with this guy was not going to lead to sex?
I knew it was going to. We'd
We'd
already been talking.
Like, you knew it, right?
I didn't just talk to him one time and fly out. No, we had been.
Yeah, I mean, he
FaceTiming,
flew you
talking
out
on the
there
phone.
because you were gonna smash, right? Like that's what was gonna go down. You
That's
knew
what
it.
guys
He was gonna fly
think.
you out. You were
Women
gonna
don't think
hump.
that. Women think romantically.
No. Handler, calm down. She did say that she knew it was going to be sex involved.
She just admitted she knew what the intentions were.
What are you trying to get
Fresh
at?
was probably like,
No, but
yo,
she's not thinking just the sex.
Right,
It's not
babe?
just sex for her. For her, it was romantic. It was romance. It was connection between her and the guy. But for guys,
do you really think?
if you
Do you
watch
really
the
think?
show-
Do you really think he was like, this was the guy you're gonna marry?
No,
Be
I
honest.
wanted to figure that out.
Be honest. You're like, yo, what?
But like, what were the
Walter,
odds that
I'ma
you
marry
thought that
you.
he was the man that you're gonna marry? Because if you've seen the show before, like it should be quite obvious that
Like,
he's not
anything
married.
is
wait,
to
did you
period.
know he had 1,000 body count? Did you know that
when
about him?
I flew out to see him, I did not know that. And like I
You didn't know
said,
that.
I didn't know about the Hail Mary video. I didn't know about a lot of the stuff. I've only seen, like I said, the clips and the reels from the podcast.
But you didn't know about the 1,000 body count
No,
claim.
I didn't know that.
Because like you gotta think, right? If he's like, he might be selling the dream, but if he's saying I got 1,000 body count,
I didn't know about that
you
when I
get
went out.
1,001 is
But
gonna
that's
be
lying.
that's gonna be the one that works out.
But like I
That's
said, I
lying.
didn't know about the 1,000 body count until afterwards.
Okay. All
Why
right.
don't we play the Hail Mary video?
I'll look at it and I'll take a
No,
look.
no.
Okay, so we're 5 minutes in, almost 6 minutes in. So I was gonna start at 4 minutes. So, anyways, come
Oh,
on.
no, you promised.
Did I? I don't know. Hold on. Play the
No,
tape
no,
back.
no, you're
Did
ignoring
I
this.
promise?
I don't recall.
I'm not sure if I
You
promised.
are ignoring
Hang on,
this.
hang on. I
You're
do take
ignoring
notes
this.
as we go on the show, Daisy. I'll let you know what he said. He said, I will take a look at it
Said
and
I'd take a
review
look.
it before
I
I
got
Yeah,
it.
play
but
it.
there is
were
a
his
reason
exact
why
words.
don't you guys play? Because right now you try to look us make
Because
us
it
look
seems
bad.
like you're deflecting. You're deflecting.
So let's just
again
play a
from
video
you
when Walter
yourself.
admitted something. Okay, that's the proof.
And it kind of
Okay.
sounds like you guys
Well,
are
wait,
enabling.
wait.
You
Proof
asked me
of
to
what?
prove something. I'm proving to you. Play the video.
And in the video, what will we find? The proof of.
You will see.
I will see the
Okay.
proof of what?
I'm not.
Prove that it's a coercion. That
Is this
he-
like
that's-
about fake jewelry? Is that the thing?
That's the
Part of
the
it.
beginning part. You don't have to play that. Play the Hail Mary.
I don't know.
Why not? Like,
I don't know
let's
if
just
it's
be fair right here, because you guys are accusing us
Well,
for
wait a
being
minute,
a
what do you
fool.
mean-
But
what do you mean fair?
Let's just be fair on both sides. If you want to defend on him, okay, I have no issue.
I say play it. I say
Okay.
that whatever you play, I'll probably be able to review it in 15 seconds. I say play it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put.
I say
We
just,
want to be fair right here on the Whatever podcast. I do not
I
want
wanna
to
see
contend
what else you
with
got to
any
say, like-
arguments. I do not want to contend.
Do you see why I skipped? Those of you that were like, oh, you skipped this and you skipped that. You know, I have to stop every now and then just because it's a reaction video, and for YouTube, I have to stop now and then. But those of you that were saying that I skipped and I somehow made, like, you guys made it seem as though as I put words in Andrew's mouth by skipping. So, anyways,
With any arguments that are not done in the fairest light possible. For some reason, I have a feeling, though, that whatever he's about to play is not going to be pertinent in any way to your situation. But still, I'm down. I'm good. I'm game.
listen what he's saying. Andrew is saying, I'm game. I want to hear this. Hail Mary, whatever it is. I want to hear it. I'm game. We're going to be fair. In order for you to feel like it's fair, I'm down.
Brian?
Okay.
Okay, I'll play it in a moment. Let me finish my questions. We'll play it. But then we got to, Andrew, I'll give you 5-10 minutes if you got any questions. But we got to be nice to the other panelists. We do have
Yeah,
to.
I agree. We do need to move on to the other panel.
3 hours. Okay. Last thing, really
And by
last
the way,
thing.
they've been very patient. Thank you guys for being
Yeah,
very
thank you guys for
patient. We're gonna
waiting.
get
If you guys want, boy, we got some chips back there.
Saltine
Reese's
crackers.
Pieces.
Sorry about that.
Anyways, okay. Noel, you it seems like you do have a history of going public. You were dating another man, and you went public about that relationship,
the
like on your
TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah,
And
I would prefer not to bring that up.
oh, you don't want to talk about it?
No, that was horrible.
Okay. You don't want to get into the details, just to be clear.
If you guys, it's public, like it's on my TikTok. Nobody's exposing me for anything, and that was a very real situation, and that's why I feel for her.
Okay.
So it was something.
Well, then
I
I won't pull it up. But you said in this, you said that he abused your reproductive rights. You said he became manic, threatened me, and gave me no choice but to lose my precious baby. So what do you mean by, and when you say lose your precious baby, I'm assuming
he
you
dragged
had.
me by the hair into his car and drove me 2 hours away somewhere I didn't know, and quite literally forced me to get one. So I'm not gonna talk about
Okay,
that
well,
anymore.
I don't believe that. I apologize, ma'am, but I don't believe that. Whatever doctor's office you went into, there had to be a point where he wasn't by your side, and you could have asked for help. there was someone in the comments that made a statement about that as well, that terminating a pregnancy, that people don't understand women, this and that. And my whole thing is use protection. I don't agree with terminating pregnancies. I believe if you want to play adult games, you accept adult responsibilities. So I just say that.
If that's what happened, that's obviously not acceptable.
Yeah, it was physical. It wasn't coercion.
Okay,
that
so
was
he
actually
forced
physical.
you.
Like
Okay.
I ended up in the hospital. So
was there any component of like telling when you did get to the hospital, being like, hey, I'm being fucking abused by my...
He threatened me. If I were to say
All right.
anything, it was either my life or...
Okay.
So...
Well, I do not co-sign on that. And let's see here. I think we'll pull up the video.
Remember, let me back that up. Remember, Andrew said, in order for Daisy to feel we're being fair, play it. I think his name's Brian. Play it, Brian. Let's hear it, and I can dissect it in 15 seconds or whatever he said, and we're gonna be fair. So here we go. Brian, I think his name is gonna do as he was asked by Andrew.
I think we'll pull up the video. It's not deceptively edited though, is it?
No, it's not.
It's not? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just to be fair, since you requested, I'm not gonna just be like, here's all, you're not gonna be allowed to share anything, not share any proof or anything. Just to be fair, Nick, I'm gonna send this in the private chat.
No. I was just kidding.
He was just kidding. What else?
Wait, what?
You two are horrific, and these allegations are insane. We picked them apart in 15 seconds, and these other women have been waiting patiently for us to get to them, and both of you need to get up where you're at and get the out of here.
What the?
You make me sick.
Wait,
both of you
Andrew,
make me sick. I don't want to hear Brian. I want him out. Get the out of here. Get out of here with your false allegations. You both fucking suck. Your stories are bullshit. And by the way,
I thought you could calm down.
What happened here?
Now you're taking your mask off.
This guy humped you and he dumped you and you want revenge.
Mask off now. You're finally showing your true.
So this is what my video was about. The first video. So Fresh flew the blonde out, right? Or whoever. Fresh flew whoever he flew out. Maybe he flew them both out. I don't know. And I feel Fresh played himself. Honestly. This is why you don't dabble with women that you don't know. Especially if you're a public figure. So Fresh flew these chicks out, or this chick out, or whoever. That they said he's got 1,000. His body count is 1,000. Great guy, right? And he's taking a lot of chances. This was bound to happen when you live your life recklessly. This is it's bound to happen, right? So people were telling me in the comments, oh, well, she accused Fresh of this, and she did this to Fresh, and she did. Andrew ain't Fresh. Fresh should be on there cussing these chicks out. It's one thing to not agree with these women. I don't believe what they're saying. But there's no way in hell I'm gonna listen.
Collar,
Get out of here.
because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
Thanks
You
for
can't
showing
fucking
us who
speak
you
English.
are.
Now it gets to where you can't even fucking speak English, he says. Personal text. This feels like what Wes Watson was doing. This is what I was saying.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
Thanks
You
for
can't
showing
fucking
us
speak
who you
English.
are.
Fucking piece
We're
of
not getting
spy.
off. We're
Now he's calling her spy for China.
not leaving.
okay.
We are not
Piece of
leaving. We're the
spy.
guests
Get out of
here.
here.
We are not leaving.
Oh, you demand to stay? Well, then stay in silence while we get to the rest of the girl.
We're not staying silent. Because we're the guests here. That's the main reason why we're here. Why should we
And
be
now
silent?
you're unguested. I'm pulling rank.
Who are you?
Get out. Get out.
Who the hell are you to tell me
Wait,
that?
I'm
we
the
can't.
guy on this end of the screen. Get up.
You have
Get the
no and
out.
power. No, because you're afraid to play this video.
No, we're not.
I don't give a damn about the video either. But I also know these women did nothing, not a damn thing to Andrew Wilson. I believe they ambushed these chicks. I don't believe them. I'm not justifying anything these women did. But Andrew Wilson knew exactly what he was going to do. He knew the allegations before they got there. It seems as though they started the show with these two for a reason. And it was going to be dramatic, right? You know, and a long time subscriber, follower to the channel, he said something along the lines of, hey, Dubs, not every woman deserves to have the door open for her, the red carpet put out. Other people were saying these aren't good women, this and this and that. And I wonder how many, do you guys have daughters? Because those are someone's daughters. Fine, you believe they don't deserve to have the door open for you. I mean, if they don't deserve to have the door open for them, fine, don't open the door for them. I do. If I saw these women on the street, I wouldn't know their past. If I happen to be going in somewhere and they're coming here, I'm gonna open the door. I'm old school. I'm a gentleman, right? If I have a disagreement, if I would have been on this panel, I would have probably laughed. I may have said, this doesn't even make sense. But I wouldn't have did this. Those are someone's daughters. Andrew Wilson is very, very intelligent. He doesn't need to revert to this. Listen, he doesn't need to revert to this.
You're not Walt's father.
You need to get the
Are you
fuck
the
out of that
father?
studio.
No,
That's
I don't.
what you need to do.
I'm not going to.
Just let him yell. Let him.
See? This is the type of guy that's teaching you guys for being an irresponsible man.
Can I see this video?
He's showing us that's who he is right now. Exactly the same as Walter Weeks.
I don't know who that is.
You mean awesome in every way? I'm sorry that you went down.
You yelled
and
at
Walter
us
humped
first.
you and you couldn't entrap him in your little.
So Walter's the guy that so the blonde has something against Fresh, and then she has something against Walter. Okay, all right. Well, Walter's not there, and Fresh isn't there, and I think that Walter and Fresh should have been there, and Walter and Fresh could have said whatever they want because their feelings were hurt. They were accused of something. But Andrew, you're moderating a show, man, a podcast, and you had me believing you on Fresh and Fit when you defined success and you brought up Christian values and family values. And I just don't believe that as a father, especially if you have daughters, you would raise your daughters to put up with stuff like this, or that you would raise your sons to treat women like this. That was my point of the video. Never said that these women were upstanding. I don't know them. Andrew put on his Captain Save-A-Hole cape to save Fresh. Fresh could give a damn about Andrew or anybody else. Fresh played himself, trying to be a player, PIMP, knocking down woman after woman. What did he think this was never going to happen? So he had a good run, and then he ran into a bad apple. He's going to have to deal with it in court. That's his fault. That's what happens.
Fuck this guy. He a ton of times. By your own admission, you let him, and then you tried to entrap him. You released the recording, and it didn't go over
and then I
exactly
should
how you
have
thought
keep
it
the
would
kid.
go over. Did it?
Then
How did
I
that
better
work
keep
out
the
for you?
kid.
It didn't work
Why
out
didn't
so
I keep
well
the
when
kid?
you tried to entrap this guy, did it, lady?
Why didn't
Did
I
it?
keep the
Because
kid?
people
I
went,
should
no,
have
we don't
keep the
fucking
kid.
believe you, broad. We don't believe
You don't have to believe me.
Yeah,
Judge
and we
will.
don't. Nobody
You don't
does,
have to
because
because you're a
lying sack of
nobody.
human dog.
Well,
Called her a sack of human dog shit. Because maybe I don't know, maybe she's a gold digger. Allegedly, according to Andrew, she's a gold digger, and she tried to get over on a dude, and You know, it didn't play out for her. And that means that Andrew gets to call a woman that never did a damn thing to him, but show up to a show. Just showed up to the show to be ambushed, right? But it's cool to say you're a human sack of dog shit. And people in the comments are telling me I was irresponsible for not watching the whole video. So I'm watching the whole video. This is the video I was reacting to, guys. And so I can't wait to see the comment section. Where am I wrong? What did these two women do to Andrew for him to really be sick to his stomach by them, as he said? For him to have that much anger. This is weird, man. I didn't, the guy that was on Fresh and Fit and destroyed Wes Watson, I would have never believed that he would get this triggered by women that did nothing to him. By women that did something allegedly to other people. And it has him this riled up. I guess I'm just a dinosaur.
Oh shit! You are disgusting. I didn't like you from the first time I saw you. Because you hate women. You hate women. You understand?
Wait, guys.
You have no respect for women. That's why you're here arguing right now.
You respect
As soon as I brought up the video, you told me to leave.
Women.
Child.
Look at the women back here. Again, I did this in the first video. I'll do it again. Look at the woman in the orange and the one next to it. They covered their face. Their jaws are about to drop at what he just said. I don't want to repeat what he said. They bleeped it out for a reason. But he basically said you terminated your pregnancy, but he said it in the ugliest way possible. I don't agree with terminating pregnancies. I believe people should be fucking responsible. If you are going to be promiscuous, if you're going to be having sex, there's a great likelihood that you are going to have a child. And if you decide, hey, I don't want to use those things, then have the baby and give it up for adoption. If it was a sexual assault type deal, then, hey, I can't say anything about that. But when you have consensual sex, I just... hate me if you want to, but that's a life.
Andrew, it's Mother's Day. How do you like that? You your kid. Happy Mother's Day, and the woman next to you, she agrees with me. How does that make you feel that you're down here getting impregnated and offspring? How does that make you feel, lady?
So again, now we heard what he said. He repeated it several times. I said in another video, I know women who have had to terminate pregnancies, especially when they were teenagers. They never forgot. Andrew, as a Christian man, you know the harshness that you judge others with, you will be judged by. I dare people to tell me that if I go check out other episodes of this, whatever podcast, I dare you to tell me that he isn't this way with other people. And so the guy that was the Dragon Slayer, the guy that the so-called nerd that stood up to the bully and demolished him, I was rooting for. I just can't. I don't know him. He's probably a great guy off camera, right? But this is in the ether, as they say. It's part of social media. It's never gonna go away. It's two women that did nothing to Andrew, and people are telling me that I didn't do my homework. There we go. We did the whole video. It's over. It's done, you guys. Let me know in the comments how what I said in the first video was so wrong. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.